Hello, can I ask you something? What do you do every day? I mean, really simple things. Like, do you drink coffee in the morning? Do you check your phone? Do you go to work or stay home? These are normal things, right? We all do them. But here's the interesting part. When you talk about these things in English, you use very special sentences, and these sentences are everywhere in conversations, in movies, in emails, everywhere. Today, I want to show you how to talk about your daily life in English, and I promise this will be simple, very simple. Let me start with my day. I wake up at 7, I drink water, I check my phone, I eat breakfast, I go to work. These are things I do every day, normal things. And look at the sentences. They are so short, so easy. Let me say them again. I wake up, I drink water, I check my phone, I eat breakfast, I go to work. Do you see the pattern? Every sentence starts with I. Then comes the action. Wake up, drink, check, eat, go. This is how we talk about daily habits, things we do again and again. Now, let me ask you, what about you? What do you do every morning? Maybe you wake up at 6, maybe you drink tea, maybe you read the news. Try to make a sentence. Use I, then use the action. I wake up, I drink tea, I read the news. Beautiful. You are already speaking English about your life, but now let me talk about my friend. Her name is Maria. Maria wakes up at 7. Maria drinks coffee. Maria checks her email. Maria eats toast. Maria goes to work. Wait, do you notice something different? When I talk about myself, I say, I wake up. But when I talk about Maria, I say, Maria wakes up. Listen again, I wake up. Maria wakes up. I drink coffee. Maria drinks coffee. I go to work. Maria goes to work. There is a small change, a tiny letter, the letter S, wakes, drinks, goes. This happens when we talk about he, she, or it, or when we talk about one person, like Maria or Tom or your friend. Let me show you more examples. I work, he works, I play, she plays, I eat, it eats. See? The action gets an S at the end. But why? Well, that's just how English works. It's a small rule, and once you see it, you will see it everywhere. Let me give you more examples with real people. My brother lives in London. He works in a bank. He starts work at 9. He finishes at 5. He comes home and cooks dinner. Listen to those words. Lives, works, starts, finishes, comes, cooks. All of them have S. Now listen to me talking about myself. I live in Tokyo, I work in a school, I start work at 8, I finish at 4, I come home and watch TV. No S, because it's I. Let me say both again so you can hear the difference. He works, I work. He starts, I start. He comes, I come. This is the pattern. This is how we speak. Now some verbs are a little different. Not many, just a few. For example, the verb go. I go. He goes, not he goes. We say he goes. Another one. The verb do. I do. She does, not she does. We say she does. And one more. The verb have. I have. He has, not he haves. We say he has. These are special, but there are not many of them. You will learn them quickly. Let me give you real examples now. I go to the gym. My friend goes to the gym. I do yoga. My sister does yoga. I have a dog. My neighbor has a dog. Listen again. I go. She goes. I do. He does. I have. It has. You are doing great. Really. Now let me show you something important. We use these sentences to talk about facts, about things that are always true. For example, the sun rises in the east, water boils at 100 degrees, dogs bark, birds fly. These are facts, true things. And we use the same pattern. The sun rises, not rise, rises. Water boils, not boil, boils. We also use this when we talk about habits, things we do regularly. I drink tea every morning. She exercises on Mondays. He reads before bed. They work from home. These are routines, regular actions. Let me give you my full day as an example. I wake up at 7. I drink water. I take a shower. I get dressed. I eat breakfast, I leave the house at 8, I drive to work, I arrive at 9, I teach English, I have lunch at 12. I finish work at 5. I come home. I cook dinner. I watch TV. I go to bed at 10. Now, let me tell you about my friend Carlos. He wakes up at 6. He drinks coffee. He takes a shower. He gets dressed. He eats cereal. He leaves the house at 7. He drives to the office. He arrives at 8. He works on his computer. He has lunch at 1. He finishes work at 6. He comes home. He plays with his kids. He watches a movie. He goes to bed at 11. Do you hear the difference? I wake up. He wakes up. I drink. He drinks. I leave. He leaves. I go. He goes. This is the rhythm of English. Once you feel it, it becomes natural. Now, let me show you how to make questions. If I want to ask you about your routine, I say, do you wake up early? Do you drink coffee? Do you work on weekends? I use do at the beginning, then you, then the action. Do you wake up early? But if I ask about Maria, it's different. Does Maria wake up early? Does she drink coffee? Does he work on weekends? I use does, not do, because I'm asking about he, she, or it. Listen again. Do you work? Does he work? Do you live here? Does she live here? And the answer is simple, yes I do, or no I don't. Yes he does, or no he doesn't. Let me give you examples. Do you speak English? Yes I do. Does your brother speak English? Yes, he does. Do you like tea? No I don't. Does Maria like tea? No, she doesn't. See? Very simple. Now let's talk about negative sentences, when something is not true. I don't wake up early. I don't drink coffee. I don't work on Sundays. You use don't. That means do not, but with he, she, or it, you use doesn't. He doesn't wake up early. She doesn't drink coffee. It doesn't work. Listen to the difference. I don't work. He doesn't work. I don't like it. She doesn't like it. I don't go. It doesn't go. Let me give you real examples. I don't eat meat. I'm vegetarian. My friend doesn't eat meat. She's vegetarian too. I don't drive. I take the bus. My brother doesn't drive. He rides a bike. You see? This is how we talk about things we don't do. Now, let me put everything together with a story. My name is Anna. I live in a small town. I work in a cafe. I wake up at 6 every day. I don't like mornings, but I drink coffee and I feel better. I walk to work. I start at 7. I make coffee for people. I talk to customers. I smile a lot. I finish work at 2. I go home. I don't cook. I eat a sandwich. I relax. I read a book. I watch a show. I go to bed early. Now, let me tell you about my coworker, Ben. Ben lives in the same town. He works in the same cafe. He wakes up at 5. He loves mornings. He doesn't drink coffee. He drinks tea. He drives to work. He starts at 7. He makes pastries. He talks to customers too. He laughs a lot. He finishes work at 2. He goes to the gym. He doesn't eat sandwiches. He cooks healthy food. He doesn't watch TV. He listens to music. He goes to bed late. Did you follow that? I talked about Anna using I, then I talked about Ben using he, and the sentences changed a little. Just a small S on the verbs. Let me say some key sentences again. I live, he lives. I work, he works. I wake up, he wakes up. I drink, he drinks. I don't cook, he doesn't eat. I go, he goes. This is the foundation. This is how English works when we talk about daily life. And here's the truth. You already know this. You hear it all the time in songs, in conversations, in videos. You just didn't know the name. You didn't know the pattern, but now you do. And the beautiful part, you don't need to memorize rules. You just need to listen and speak and practice. Say sentences about your life. I wake up at 7. I drink tea. I work from home. I don't like cold weather. I go to bed late. Then say sentences about someone else. My friend wakes up at 6. She drinks coffee. She works in an office. She doesn't like traffic. She goes to bed early. The more you say it, the more natural it feels. And remember, making mistakes is okay. Really. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. Sometimes they forget the S. Sometimes they use the wrong verb. It's normal. What matters is that you speak, that you try, that you communicate. Because grammar is not about being perfect. Grammar is a tool to express your life, your thoughts, your habits, and you are already doing it. You are already learning. So keep going, keep speaking, keep listening. You are stronger than you think, and English is easier than it looks. I believe in you.